In Native communities, we take storytelling as something that is super important. They're things that hold power, they're things that transfer knowledge from one generation to the next. My name is Lily Painter. My Kiowa name is Brings Water from the Creek. I'm from the Kiowa Comanche Apache Land Reservation in the south of Oklahoma. I've always loved reading stories. I grew up reading lots of famous books that I'm sure you all read too. And I went into my school's library, was walking down the aisles. I remember something catching my eye, and I saw the book We Are Water Protectors by Carol Lindstrom, who is an amazing Native author. And I remember seeing the photo that was on there, and it was this Native American girl, and she had really just beautiful long hair, and she was, she looked a lot like I did when I was a little kid. And I remember thinking like how powerful that was in that moment, seeing Native books out in the real world, stories that reflect and they speak to you. Kinsale Drake is one of my best friends. We would discuss these books together, and we realized that there was really nobody else that was allowing us to talk about the issues that we were facing as Native kids. Not having spaces that are made by Native people for Native people, and so we realized that this is something that we had always wanted. And it was Kinsale's idea that really got the ball rolling on what Indian Girls Book Club could be. We send out free books to people who don't have access to those books. And so for the Navajo Nation specifically, a lot of homes on the Navajo Nation are sometimes hours from the nearest stores. And so last year in 2024, we set out to do the first ever Indian Girls book drop, a goal of 10,000 books to the Navajo Nation. And it involved us driving for definitely hundreds of miles around the Navajo Nation. I think by the end of one of the events, we had unboxed at least 1,000 books that day. The big book drop was completely reliant on donations from community organizations. It was a lot of reaching out through email saying, hey, we have this vision, can you help us? My hands were sweating when I was writing some of these emails, trying to essentially ask for thousands and thousands of books to be donated completely for free. But it was all worth it in the end. I think some of the most meaningful moments were when we had little kids coming up to the stands to grab books, of course, but for me the most impactful were seeing the amount of Native adults that were coming to our events and them coming up and picking up these books and saying like, oh, the person on the cover looks just like me, or oh, I wish I had had something like this when I was a child. If I've learned anything through the book drop, it's that no idea is too big. We're super excited to finally do a book drop part 2. So we'll be going to Alaska soon and trying to hit another 10,000 book drop with the tribes that are there in Southeast Alaska. We're just hopeful that for years to come, we'll be able to do a different book drop in different places. I firmly believe the Indigenous values of my people are not just for my people, they're for everybody. There's so many Native American stories available today. It's asking you to make a choice about who it is you want to be, but most importantly, to help the people that are around you.